time all things at once without thinking twice. And I knew it would catch up and that we would be the ones left behind. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. And this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time. Time is gone and I grew up. I somehow made it through without losing sight. And I still wonder where you are, and if you found a way out from the dark. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. On this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time.
Right, now take your finger away.
Bruises, they come and they go. We have to try and keep up, 'cause this life so much.
Tea. At last. I'm just back from dropping my youngest Phoebe at school. It is Thursday and today is my eldest daughter's 16th birthday. Unfortunately, the Easter holidays aren't until next week, so she has got to go to school on her birthday. However, they've just changed her timetable for GCSE revision, so she's practically got a whole day today of history and drama, which are her absolute two of her top 3 subjects, the third being English, so she is delighted. And it's been quite a frantic morning. She elected to open her presents after school, but we did give her a few little gifts to start her off with, and I made her her traditional birthday Fitz sandwich, which is inspired by a sandwich that the character Fitz likes in the Marvel series Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a long story, it's very complicated, and it meant I had to get up early to make fresh mayonnaise. The things I do for my children. So this is going to be the first in my April vlog series, even though it's the 31st of March today, but because I film and edit and then release it the following day, I wanted there to be a video uploaded on the 1st of April. So this is like the introduction, the preface, if you like, to April vlogs. 2 years ago, in March 2020 into April and May, on my other channel, on Little Drops of Wonderful, I did daily vlogs, lockdown vlogs, and it was a way of sharing how we as a family were dealing with the pandemic in our tiny patch of the planet. So many of you at the time got in touch in the comments or by email or by messages on Instagram or whatever other way, by post even, to let me know how much those vlogs meant to you in a really quite scary and worrying time. And they meant a lot to me as well, because selfishly I was doing them for myself, because they helped me, they gave me a focus, they gave me a purpose, they gave me a structure to my days, and they gave me a connection with other people in the world during an extraordinary time. So I have to keep stopping for slurps of tea because I'm really enjoying it. I've got my Mother's Day mug from Phoebe that she gave me on Sunday. They do a little sale at the school, and she was really pleased with her choice. I've got a matching little coaster as well, bless her. So I'm having my mum mug cup of tea, and it's lovely. And a lot of you said back in 2020 and since, obviously I've done daily vlogs quite a few times since, that it's the escapism into just somebody else's ordinary life that for some reason just is comforting. And I know what you mean, because I feel like that when I watch other people's vlogs as well. So yeah, so back in 2020 I cut my teeth and got on vlogs and got the vlogging bug basically, and that's what made me start this, to vlog exclusively on this channel, although I still obviously make my knitting and crochet videos. And here we are in a interesting time worldwide again. Obviously we have the situation in the Ukraine going on at the moment. So many innocent people caught up in an awful conflict, and the worldwide financial crisis. Is it worldwide, or I don't think it's just England, is it? I think the cost of living crisis is pretty much being felt across the board. Our fuel bills, sorry, I'm not going to get into a rant because I'll be here all day. We did pay £90 a month for our gas and electric. It has gone up to £240 a month. From £90 to 240, and that's on our we have no debit balance on our account. It's just gone from 90 to 240 pounds. How can they justify that increase? It's just how. Anyway, I'm not going to get started on all that financial shizzle because it will just start me off on a rant. Yeah, so here I am for April vlogs. The cat's looking at me like, "Shut up, you're rambling." I don't have a cat. It's next door's cat. Yes. She's sitting on the table, even though I've moved her off of the table about 150 times this morning. She knows she shouldn't be there. I'm going to make a cake. So Lilia is obviously at school. I have an idea. She wants a lemon cake, but she also wants a chocolate cake. So she's having that combination. Goodness knows what that will taste like. And she loves woodland, fairy tale, mushroomy type aesthetic. So that's what I'm going for. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to make a cake and then I'm going to go to the post office. Let's see how this turns out. I am no expert baker or cake decorator. It could be amusing.
Time is gone and I grew up. I somehow made it through without losing sight. And I still wonder where you are, and if you found a way out from the dark. Stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. On this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time. Bruises, they come and they go, and we have to try and keep up, 'cause this life's so much more.
If I look somewhat bleary-eyed, it's because I just burnt the edible moss. Well, not burnt it. In fact, it looks pretty good because it's got a bit of nice deep colour to it. But I think when I cooked it with the food colouring, my eyes have not reacted well with it, and I set off all the smoke alarms. So much smoke when I open the oven. Anyway, I'm now going to have a spot of lunch before I continue with my attempt to decorate this cake. The theme of it is going to be like a tree stump with toadstools and so on. So I'm quite pleased with what I've done so far. I'm using a picture on Pinterest as a reference. I can't talk and eat at the same time. So fingers crossed it'll work out okay. I'm going to have to make some little mushrooms and things out of fondant icing, which is not my forte, making things out of icing, but fingers crossed it will come out okay. But I'm going to have this spot of lunch made with stuff left over from making the fit sandwich. So I've got some buffalo mozzarella, which is lovely, some posh tomatoes, some vine grown tomato, obviously, you know what I mean, on the vine tomatoes, the posh ones that you can buy. And we had a jar of pesto as well. So I'm going to enjoy this, watch a little bit of YouTube, and then crack on with decorating. I'd be enjoying it a lot more if I wasn't so pressed for time. I'm hoping Dan might come home and volunteer to do the afternoon school run. Here's the finished thing. I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about it. So this was completely inspired by a picture I found on Pinterest of a tree stump cake. It's actually lemon Victoria sponge, basically, on the inside. I made 3, so I took the recipe and I added half of the recipe again, so I had 3 cakes to sandwich together. And I put some lemon buttercream in between them. And then I made chocolate buttercream and kind of fashioned the log texture out of using a fork and the back of a spoon. And I also put some melted chocolate through it as I was doing it, just to darken it a bit, because I was having trouble getting the buttercream any darker. And then I've just done little dark chocolate nibs all over it. I made the edible moss and set off all the fire alarms, as I said, because it just really smoked. It must have been the food colouring. It only took about 5 minutes to go a nice kind of dark brown mossy colour. So that was fun. It's just digestive biscuits whizzed up in the food processor with enough green food colouring to get the colour I wanted, and then maybe about 4 minutes in the oven, 4 or 5 minutes in the oven, just to darken it a bit. So that was really effective. And then I just made the little toadstools with fondant icing. Got tons left, so if you've got any ideas of what to do with leftover fondant icing, please let me know. And I used a toothpick to do the little fly agaric type things. I don't know what they're called, on the mushroom things. And then the tall mushrooms I did on toothpicks so that they would stand up. And that's it. Anything else to say? No. Oh, I did some little red berries as well, just for the fun of it. And I'm really pleased with how it looks. I'm hoping it won't make everyone feel too sick, because that is a lot of buttercream. And I hope she likes it. And then the sparklers on top for 16. I don't think we want to have this before we go out. We're going out to Wagamama's for our dinner tonight. That was Lilia's choice, so I'll have to save it for after.
Nice and tidy.
Lilia?
Yes?
I didn't film any of your opening of presents, so did you like your presents?
I loved my presents. I love them very much.
As part of the coffee. I don't know.
What is it?
What's hammer?
I really love the teriyaki. Love fish, so I go for that.
Ooh. Can I have a regular peach iced tea?
Of course you can.
Can I have the chili ramen with chicken, please?
What we do?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Lilia doesn't want to go near the spot.
Can I?
1, 2, 3. Yay!
Lilia, is there any particular bit that you wish to have?
I'd wish to leave the 2 mushrooms on.
Okay.
So if we can avoid the mushrooms.
So go for the front.
Yeah, go
I'd
for the
like
front.
to have
I
the
reckon the
mushroom.
front bit here.
I'd like to have one of the mushrooms on the floor though. Thank you, Mum. Whoa.
Oh, chickens.
Thank you.
It's taken me a while to find an angle where you can't see the absolute carnage that is my living room. I think you can probably still see a fair bit of the carnage. There are presents everywhere. There's a big cuddly bear that Lilia's boyfriend got her. There is a giant hoodie thing from New Look, a knockoff hoodie that we got Lilia as part of her birthday. There's Lilia's huge platform shoes that she wore out to dinner for some reason in the middle of my clean living room rug. Not sure how I feel about that. Not great on the very first video, but I've already forgotten everything I filmed. So I have no idea how this vlog is going to turn out. It's about 9 o'clock now. We're all absolutely pooped and ready for bed. Phoebe's just upstairs cleaning her teeth and getting ready to go to bed. Dan's just running Lilia's boyfriend home. He only lives 5 minutes down the road. Yeah, I'm just wittering on now. So if you haven't been around for daily vlogs before, it's basically just a little daily video every single day just about what's going on, and there's quite a few things going on in the month of April. It's my birthday month and it's Easter and the Easter school holidays, so hopefully we'll have a few outings. We're hoping to visit the odd place of interest around Kent and do a few interesting things. We've definitely got a London trip planned and a few more little surprises along the way. So yeah, join us and see what we're up to over the month of April. And the weird thing is as well that so right now we're sort of right at the end of March, it's cold, very much sort of not quite full on spring yet, and I just know by the end of April it'll be warm and spring will be in full flow, and it just those 4 weeks make such a big change. Anyway, I'm wittering on because I'm tired, so I'm going to go upstairs now, take my makeup off, write in my 5-year diary, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching.
No, I'm wearing I haven't worn in a while. Oh, it's recording. Hello.
Hello, birthday girl.
And I still wonder where you are. If you found a way out, come seek me